Hi everyone, it's Mrs. Munson. I just wanted to take an opportunity to show you how to access the class notebook for the science homework assignment in Mrs. Opitz class that is due on Monday for the cell notes. You can see here this is where I have my class with Mrs. Opitz. Yours will look similar. Mrs. Opitz and I set up our own practice classes so that we can see things from students' point of view. So this is right here, my science class from Mrs. Opitz. So I'm going to open up Practice Team Munson. That's my science class. I'm going to see the posts here of different assignments that have been posted. Here's cell parts notes that's due tomorrow, April 6th. I'm going to view the assignment. Right here, if we click on class notebook directions, these are the directions that you're being asked to use to help you. So take a quick look. Mrs. Opitz did a great job setting up some written directions for you with arrows and different pointers of what you should be doing to complete this assignment in your notebook. So we can close that for now. Doesn't feel like closing, I guess. I'm going to not wait for it to close, and I'm going to click on Class Notebook. And you will see a screen like this with an arrow in the left corner. I'm going to click on that arrow, and right here you're going to see the content library where Mrs. Opitz puts various pieces of information that you can use in your notebook. And then right below you're going to see a list of names. This is my name, this is my notebook. You'll find your notebook here. So I'm going to click on my notebook, and right underneath is a class notes section, and that's where I'm going to go for my assignment since these are cell part notes. So I'm going to click on the cell part notes. I'm going to see that there is a slide presentation of the notes that we are to use to learn about cell parts and to fill in our notes. I'm going to click back on the purple arrow. I'm going to go into cell parts notes fill in. And right here we have our cell parts notes fill in. Use the cell parts notes page that we were just looking at to fill in the notes below. To fill in your notes, you just double click on the space you would like to fill in and type your answer. We've done one for you. So we have cells. Why are cells important? Cells are the building blocks of you. The next bullet is each of the small parts inside of cells called blank work to allow your body to function. So we're going to go back into the notes, and we're going to find that piece of information in the slideshow. It says here, cells are the building blocks of you. That was our first one. And now the next one. Each of the small parts inside of the cell, called organelles, work to allow your body to function. So I know that my missing term is organelles. I'm going to go back to this arrow. I'm going to go back to my notes. I'm going to double click on this space. Sometimes, depending on the computer you're using, it might shift. That's okay. I'm going to type organelles in this box that appeared. And then I'm going to drag this box into or onto the space that I'm filling in, and then I'm going to leave the document and click off. It's going to open up another box. I can drag that over for my next piece of information. The next piece of information that we are looking for are how are cells similar, and we see the parts of the cell theory, and there are 3 bullets here for us to fill in. Go back to my purple arrow, go back to my cell notes, scroll down. How are cells similar? The cell theory. One way is all organisms. All organisms are made of 1 or more cells. So I'm going to go back to my notes, and I'm going to type, double click here, kind of popped up somewhere else, that's okay. Going to drag it up to where it needs to be, and I'm going to type all organisms are made of 1 or more cells. And then I'm going to drag this box onto the line, or I want my answer to be. I don't get to click off to the side. It's going to open up another box. I think it automatically disappears if we don't use it. That's okay. You could drag it right over so that you can maybe start or typing your next answer, or you can just right click on it and cut it. And then you would double click on the second line, type your next answer once you go back into the notes and look up your next answer. So basically that is how you can type up your fill-in notes for cell parts that is due tomorrow. I hope this helped. See you guys soon.